coach is fired. All right, so here we go. Here's a graphic. This is the last 4 Sundays, or 5 Sundays? Is it 4 or 5? Here we go. Yeah. October 12th was James Franklin. October 19th, Billy Napier. October 26th, Brian Kelly. November 2nd, Hugh Freeze. That is Penn State, Florida, LSU, and Auburn. I had an Arkansas buddy text me over the weekend. He's like, we're not going to get anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Because where does our job rank?
I would say, look, if you were a coach right now, which one of those jobs do you want the most? Which one do you think is the most tenable?
I think I would choose Florida. And the reason I would choose Florida is because right now the expectations are lower. You know what I'm saying? Like the Auburn thing is like, again, you're more in line with the you should not be better on a regular than Alabama and LSU, which are your 2 biggest competitors. And then they've added Oklahoma and Texas. I mean, like, I don't know. But LSU, like, the 3 coaches prior to that coach won national titles. Okay? Mm-hmm. Les Miles, Nick Saban, and Ed Orgeron. And you just saw Brian Kelly get fired there. Billy Napier, I could talk myself into I'm better than Billy Napier, and they haven't won in a long time. But I do think Florida, I mean, again, you got the recruiting ground, and it's nice weather, and you're going to make a fortune, and I think I'd take Florida.
Yeah.
Again, if we're talking about, because you might be able to withstand, like, look, this guy did get to withstand, like, he did not have a good season at Florida, right? Like, and you know, they kind of pine for the Dan Mullen 10-2s now, right? Wouldn't you think? So I think I'd take Florida. What about you guys?
I think because I saw Ed Orgeron win at LSU, I think if I'm a football coach, if he can win at LSU, then I can win too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'll probably take LSU because I think Brian Kelly just wasn't fit. He just didn't fit the LSU kind of like the mantra, the vibes.
Yeah.
And if I'm a coach, I think, you know what? Just give me the recruiting base, bro, and I can turn LSU to a monster again. Yeah. I'll probably take LSU.
All right.
I say Penn State.
You say Penn State?
Because I just look at it like 4 teams from the Big Ten are going to make the playoff like once it goes to 16. So you're going to get 4. And really all you worry about is Indiana, Ohio State, Michigan, and Oregon for the most part. Washington can have a year here.
And there's a lot of good players up there.
I don't care about USC.
I mean, it's a great program.
But with the
great
SEC,
program.
with Florida and LSU, you're probably like Texas A&M, Texas, Alabama, Georgia, Ole Miss. Like, dude, there's a lot. Tennessee. Like, there's a lot of.
Here's the deal. This is what I'm saying, though. This is why I'm talking about the expectations and where they are right now. Bro, this guy was a play away from playing for the title last year.
Yeah.
And he's gone.
Yep.
So what's the...
Right. Yeah.
It was a year ago.
It was. They packed you up.
I don't want to be in a place where I was a play away from winning, from playing for the national title, and then I was gone.
6 months later.
6 months later.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I think.
What are the expectations?
Yeah.
At Penn State, you got to at least beat Ohio State right every year, or make the
No.
playoff. Make the playoff.
But that's the thing. You don't have to make the playoff every year.
Well, you might be right too, though, Roser. If I was doing the devil's advocate, I would say you can slot right in behind Ohio State. You should be the second best if Michigan's down.
Yeah, 100%.
There's Oregon and Indiana. Indiana's clearly going to be.
I got it,
something
but
with
you
Cincinnati.
should be.
And
You should be.
Oregon
What I'm
is there
saying,
too.
if you're Penn State, yeah, you're right. Oregon as well.
Yeah.
You're right, but you should be. Yes.
There's really like Penn State should be one of the top 5 teams in that league, and when the playoff ever goes to 16, there's going to be 4 Big Ten teams in. So all you got to do is just be in the top 4 of that every year.
Right.
And that should be, I think that's easier to do there than it is to do in the SEC.
And it's not like the SEC where it's like an Oklahoma or a Tennessee could beat you. Or an Arkansas,
Arkansas,
even.
that's what I'm
Texas
saying.
A&M.
Mississippi State can clip you 1 week.
You shouldn't be losing to, and he got fired because he lost to Northwestern.
And Lane Kiffin's got it going at Ole Miss, and maybe this freaking Clark Lee dude is going to make Vandy tough to beat.
Maybe.
You know, like
maybe.
SEC's got a lot of good teams.